everyone, Kayla here. This is What the Kink, a natural hair channel where I share my personal hair journey and tips, tricks, and product reviews to help you with your own. Today we are finally coming out with the long-awaited Pattern Beauty custard review. I've used this one in quite a different ways, okay? Quite a different ways, so we have lots to talk about. First of all, let's get into the product, okay? So this is the custard here. All right, it's in that standard Pattern Beauty packaging. They all look very similar to me, and they have this matte texture. I don't know how to explain it any other way, but it's kind of a cool texture. So A+ on the packaging always. Now, let's talk about how big this is and how much it costs. Okay, so this is 15 ounces. And it is $25. So you're looking at about $1.66 per ounce, which is not bad. And then when you use this product, you're not using a whole lot of it. So this is technically like a lot of product. We've gotten used to the natural community that full size now is 8 ounce, okay? And so you're getting almost double the average full size natural hair product when you do purchase the Pattern Beauty products. All right, so let's dive into the first 5 ingredients, the ingredients that are doing all of the work in this product. And that's water, glycerin, polyquaternium 37, polysorbate 20, and polyquaternium 11. So in the first 5 ingredients, you have 2 polyquats, and polyquats are usually like conditioning and like help you to comb through your hair, but then they also form a film on the hair, and film formers are what provide hold. So I liked that this custard immediately had 2 ingredients at the top that provided hold. So I was like, okay, this is promising. I'm liking what I see. This is going to do something, okay? Now, the promises, so we can know what we're supposed to be doing with it, they were like, okay, parents and kids rejoice. The lightweight and slippy styling custard makes hair care easier at every age. Scoop and lightly layer for hydrated hold, definition and extra shine for the entire family. Filled with flaxseed oil, agave, Irish moss, and chamomile. All those things are not in the top 5, just to be real. The custard is perfect for wet or dry ponytails, flat twists, braid outs, twist outs, and bantu knot outs. And we did do at least 2 of those hairstyles over the course of me trying out this this product. Okay, so listen, let's talk about what's on the inside. First of all, the texture. It is truly a custard, okay? It is thin, it is milky, it is wiggly. I'll scoop some out, but y'all, well, I've been wearing these jeans. I'll just wipe it off on the jeans, but okay. But it has some grip to it when you put it in the hair. So yeah, it's kind of thin and milky, kind of almost like that of like a botanical gel almost, but it does have like a serious coating and grip on the hair. Now, let's talk about this scent. So I read the description, you know, and it says parents and kids rejoice, and so it kind of like evokes this image of like, okay, we putting this on the children's hair. I wouldn't put this on my child hair. Not that I have a child, but if I had a child, I wouldn't put it on my child's hair. Matter of fact, I wouldn't put this on my niece's hair. How about that? Because she is a child. She's 2 with her cute self. I wouldn't put this on a child's hair because, you know, remember guys, in my other Pattern Beauty review, the first one I did like, what, a year or so ago, I said that it was giving very much Red Door, White Diamonds, Elizabeth. You know what I mean? This is not so much that. Like, it does smell like it's still coming in the perfume gift set. Make no mistake about it. But this is more like maybe this is the powder in the perfume gift set and not necessarily the perfume itself. So it still has a very strong scent. And I found that over the days of having this in my hair, the first day is the strongest and it strictly smells almost exactly like what's in here. But then when I go outside into society, it kind of has like a mixture of just perfume and outside. So I don't like the scent of this at all. So let's talk about all the different hairstyles and ways that I tried this particular product. The first thing I did was a twist out, okay? Because the description on the packaging sounded like twist out was a good idea. And then I don't know what my mind did, but I felt like the custard was gonna be more firm and more like closer to a cream gel cross, but it's definitely more similar to a gel. So when I opened it up, I was actually scared because I have never really used gels on my twist out before because they tend to to me, I feel like people who use gel, their twists be looking kind of stringy, and I didn't want that look. And then sometimes when you take the gel, you know, you take out twists that have been styled with gel, they may flake and be crusty, and they just may not last long because you've broken the gel cast. So these are things I was worried about when I was putting the product in my hair. So I applied it all over to wet hair, and it definitely was like grippy and trying to define my curls, similar to the Pattern Treatment Mask. So I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. But I went ahead and threw the twist in. And baby, first of all, the twist dried very quickly underneath the hooded dryer, and they kind of fluffed and puffed up to the perfect look. My hair looked very much like my hair used to look back in the day when I was an exclusive Twist Out natural, and I styled my hair with copious amounts of rinse out conditioner that I left in, because rinse out conditioner when it dries is kind of tacky and sticky. So that's how I used to do my hair. That's how those twists look. I was like, oh great, if the twist out is trash from here, the twists look great. And so I can just use the product for twists. It's beautiful. I took the twist out the next morning. And once again, the twist out was beautiful, y'all. It very much had weight. It had movement. It was just amazing. And it lasted, I think, a good 6 days, because I washed my hair on a different day or whatever. It lasted a good 6 days. You guys saw it over on my Instagram, the lasting power and everything that happened with that twist out. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do it, because there's extra things like that I share on there. But anyhow, twist out was moving and shaking. Now, I will say I didn't go anywhere, okay? And I do say as much in a clip.
All right, guys, popping in really quick from my closet with my Ricky mirror and my phone to talk about this twist out before I get ready to wash it. So this is day 6 since I've taken the twist out. So I wore this twist out 6 full days. I will be fully honest with you and say I did not go outside, but even if I had, it would not have mattered, because the dew points have been below 60 degrees all week long, even when it rained. So there's like no humidity about that door at all. So I just have to try this again in another season. But like, I can tell that even if it was humid, like, look, pull it, bounce right back. Like, I know that this would have lasted very well. Now, what my hair did get exposed to was sweat, and lots of it. I sweat overnight like twice this week, and then I worked out a couple of times this week, so my hair did get exposed to lots of sweat. So how it aged, the roots got bigger. The roots got bigger very subtly. The actual hair kept definition. It decreased in shine, because the product was providing the shine. I don't have naturally shiny hair. And then, of course, finally the scent dissipated a little. I can still smell it though. It definitely, it still smells like this product does, but it's not as strong as it was when I first washed my hair. So there it is, the quick twist out, or the final twist out update.
Now, the wash and go. Let's roll that beautiful little footage. Oh boy, I probably should have tested this combo before filming the video, guys. When I apply these two products, they are kind of like, immediately my hair feels kind of like rubbery. And then if I rub my hands together really, really, really strongly, then it kind of makes like a roll. And there's not like tons of rolls all over the hand, so maybe it won't show up in my hair. But y'all, you can't be comboing everything, and a smart person would combo them before the video. But I don't even know if I would have noticed this even on my hands though. That's the thing, it's real stealthy. But I'm still filming the video anyway. We are going to go forward with it, and you just don't do what I do if it's trash, okay? I'm gonna clarify my hair next wash date anyway. So, so here's what I'm doing. I'm going to rinse the conditioner out of my hair, and then I'm going to go in with the custard, and I'll talk about my methodology and like where I'm thinking on this application process. Okay, so number 1, I'm doing the custard, and I am applying this as if I would apply a botanical gel that can define my hair, because I noticed that this custard, when I first tried it, it kind of grips the hair. It wanted to define my hair. I made the left part really deep this week, so this might be all I do. It might be just one section and go. But you see how it's kind of trying to define my hair, which is something I didn't expect. So this is the main styler this week. I'm going to open it up just once and apply a very small amount inside. Like, when I say small, like, I mean it. Very tiny. And then rake for definition, or separation really. My hair don't look like much while it's wet. And then you see this underside? I can probably smooth a bit and get distribution on the underside. Okay. So there we have it. This was the styler. And then I'm going to rinse this just a tap of water to kind of take the outside tacky layer off of it to kind of help it to combine with the product that I am using it. Alright, and then after do that, still rub it in a bit more. Okay? Now I am using EcoSlay Jello Shot because that's what's open, and I'm not going to style with this. I styled with the other gel. My hair is styled, so I'm going to actually just use this as a humidity shield, as a cast provider, as extra hold, just because this custard dried so soft in that twist out, I just don't have confidence in it for a wash and go, not for my hair type. So I'm applying it and trying to flatten my hair out so I can get it easily, just lay it over the outside. Okay. Whew. There's a drop of water going down by my left eye. And you see how it's just laid over the top. So I'm not expecting it to really do any work. And I'm not going to apply much more because like I said, if I apply too much, like this back section, I think I applied too much of one of those gels. So here it is. And I'm scared as heck. We're going to release the other hair. This is the one where I fear I put too much of something. Probably should hit it with water, but I'm not going to for science. Okay. Whew, child. Okay. And the right side with the deep part. Kind of like the part though. Maybe it's not too bad. Alright, I'm going to step back and let you guys see the full length of my hair and stuff to see, you know, what it looks like. Kind of combined together pretty easily too. Okay. You see what it's giving? You see what it's giving? Okay, so we are definitely going to still sit under the dryer with this. And the dryer, listen, if you got a combo that don't want to be married, the dryer sometimes will kill it. So we're going to see. And I'm going to attempt to film another video. But if this combo acts up on me, I'm going to have to refilm that other video. We ain't going out like that. Alright. I'm clipping my ends up. Where's my other clip? Oh. Clipping my ends up so that I can dry my ends first and then I let my hair down. Talked about this in my wash and go routine video. Alright guys. Wish me luck. Pause the video and pray. Okay, look. I don't like filming in here because the lighting is not good. Details of my hair very much lost in this room. But yeah, other room occupied, gotta be in here. So anyways, so this is how my hair came out, okay? First of all, okay, as expected, there were places where the product just didn't get along. Okay, you can see it. It didn't get along as I had predicted while I was doing it. Unexpectedly though, my hair is low-key extremely soft. Very, 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 very soft, okay? So, let me come closer to you. I don't want to also waste the fact that there is, I don't know how the camera's going to pick it up because I'm in the room where I don't like it, but there is a sheen here. As in like, you know, when you do kids' hair and you kind of like prepare for the week and then you like brush into a ponytail and do what you got to do, right? So, I don't want to waste that. And there is some definition in here. Hard to see on this camera because of the lighting and where I'm at, and I hate being in this room for this reason. But because of that, trust me, listen, you can't see it, but trust me, it's there. So what I'm going to do, not to waste it, is I'm going to style my hair in a pulled back style with a puff. I also really like the way my part came out this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the front and I'm going to do a single roll here, and then put it in a puff. All right, so I did this in a, you know, viewfinder of a camera, and so it's messy as heck, right? So I'll probably fix it off camera, but yeah, I'll probably fix this off camera. And then any spots that have like white spots here, what I do is I spray over my hair with water, or put water on my brush and then brush it out, and then when I tie my hair down, that goes away. So that's a good way to get rid of those. Typically it's a place where you just didn't smooth the product in well enough and it will go away. So yes, it looks rough right now. This is why I do my hair on the weekend, so I can fix it before school on Monday. But yeah, so yeah, there's like snow everywhere. And the white spots look whiter on the camera than they look in person. So I'm just gonna need to get in there with a little bit of water on my hands and smooth all of that away. And then once I tie my hair down for bed, that's also gonna further smooth it. I'm not someone who cares for my hair being slicked down and gelled down. For what? It's natural hair. But this is what I'm gonna have to do for like maybe the next couple of days. And then I think after that, I'm going to probably go back to like a braid out or something like that with this product, just to see what it'll do in that capacity. But wash and go? Not on my hair type. And even if I use it alone, because someone will be like, well, you didn't use it alone. It's too soft. It is too soft to use alone. Like, and I knew that. I knew it was going to be too soft. So, yeah, it doesn't have enough hold for me to use on a wash and go. So as you see, I was able to salvage the wash and go situation by turning it into a hairstyle. I tried to go back into my closet with a better lighting so you guys could see a better look at how that style actually looked. It didn't look as crusty as it looked with the lighting in the other room. Not that the lighting in here is much better, because school gets out so late, and with the season change, I'm basically filming almost in the dark right now, but it is what it is. We must press on. So anyway, I salvaged it, and then what I did was I came back and I did a braid out, okay? And so that was a midweek wash, like afternoon, come home from work, wash my hair, finger detangle only typically. And then I applied the product on damp hair. So I did allow my hair to dry a little bit, because I always style braid outs and bantu knots on damp hair. Applied to damp hair, the product definitely is more sticky and tacky. And it definitely has that feeling. When I took it down, it kind of felt wet with the product and not necessarily wet with water. But that quickly dissipated. That quickly went away, to the point where I think I was running the Keurig the same morning that I took it down, and like while I was waiting, I just, you know, fancied over into the bathroom that was nearest by, touched my hair, and my hair was soft. So that's how fast that feeling went away. But, you know, it didn't have that feeling at all when I did the twist out, because the twists were done on soaking wet hair. So that's another consideration there. But anyway, once again, the braid out had weight. It had hold. Next day when I took it down, it very much looked like my twist out, except bigger. I usually have a certain look for my braid outs, and it's not this. It usually is a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more, I don't know, there's a certain look to it. But because this product like adds weight to the hair somehow, it's kind of a weird type of weight. My hair is wanting to hang more downward in the way that my twist out hangs. So this is the same braid out. This is day 3 of this same braid out. So we'll come into the lighting a little bit closer. Okay. And you can see it's still intact. It's just this part that's frizzy. And so whenever it's down, it kind of makes it look like the whole side is frizzy, even though it's not. So this has lost a little bit of definition. But yeah, so I usually just tuck that back so you can really get the definition here. So yeah, 3 days later, and I am someone who, at one point after I was a twist out natural, I was in a braid out natural. And braid out natural times, I got my hair to hold for about 3 days. And then I would then like do a rebraid, and then I would get the rest of the days on to wash day or whatever. I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow, so that's why I'm not too worried about this. but it's definitely given the longevity, okay? This can probably give a couple more days than my traditional stylers that I used back in the day. Now, let me tell you about that. This product's performance, its texture, its performance, the way that my hairs come out, reminded me of what I used to use when I was a braid out and occasional Bantu Knot Out natural, and that was ORS Lock and Twist Gel. That was my baby, okay? That was my favorite styler. That is all that I used. And this definitely gives results that remind me of ORS Lock and Twist Gel. And let me tell you one thing about it. Not trying to be shady, but I'm telling the truth. ORS Lock and Twist Gel smells better. ORS Lock and Twist Gel smells better. So when I'm thinking about would I repurchase this again, I like the results. I think it's absolutely slamming. I think this is excellent for anything that you would style your hair with, like with foam or whatever, just not a wash and go, honey. This is slamming. This is excellent. But I do not like the smell. And like literally it's to the point where my husband was like, oh, you with your stinky hair. Like literally saying my hair stinks. And thank goodness kids tell it like a TI is, and no children told me that I was stinking. But I can smell it days later. This is a very persistent smell. So that right there, I'm not going to say it would make me not purchase it, because I'd be lying if I said that. Because if I was in the store, I might be like, I like that look. I'm someone who will ignore a little thing that I don't like because I like the overall result of the product. I don't know how many of you guys are like that, but that's me, okay? So that has been my review of the Pattern Beauty Custard, okay? Check out my other Pattern Beauty review here. I'm going to tell you, spoiler alert, it's not really positive. All the products they came out with after the original was way better than the original products that they came out with. I'm just going to say that, okay? Subscribe. Invite me to your subscription page, okay? And I will talk to you in the next one.